In this video, we're going to talk about Emrys, and I'm going to give you the best skill layout that I've came up with so far. And I'm also going to talk about his skills and what artifact you should be running. So stick around. Let's get it. Welcome back to CO Gaming, and today we are going to be talking about Emrys and what we should be doing for his talents and kind of go over a brief summary of what skills he has and what artifacts you should be using. So, before we get this started, I would like to take a chance to make a shout out to all the new subscribers. Thank you very much. It's much appreciated. And if you enjoy the content, hit that subscribe button, like this video. It greatly helps out. But let's just jump right into this. First off, we're going to kind of go over his skills. So his first skill is Shattering Blow. Does rage cost 1000, deals hero skill damage to an enemy legion, physical damage factor 1500. That is maxed out, of course. And then the second one is Watcher's Blade, passive skill. When Emrys Legion enters battle, they gain passion, increasing their rage accumulation speed by 30% for 5 seconds. This effect can be triggered once every 30 seconds. That goes up to 40% once you have that fully maxed out at 5. And then his third one is Penumbra, passive skill. All cavalry units in Emrys Legion gain 15% physical attack and 4.5% march speed. This goes up to 30% and also goes up to 10% on the march speed, so not too bad. That is, of course, at 5. Then his final skill, which is Shadow Raid. It is another passive skill. All damage dealt by Emrys Legion is increased by 4%. Emrys Legion also deals 5% more skill damage when attacking targets that have been surrounded. This goes up to the damage dealt bonus of 10%, hero skill damage dealt bonus to 15%. So his skills are just damage, damage, damage. He is pretty amazing when it comes to his damage output. Also, his awakening skill is Spring Blade. When attacked, Emrys Legion has a 20% chance to gain passion, increasing rage accumulation speed by 20% for 5 seconds. If Emrys Legion already has passion, it is removed, granting 100 rage. This effect can be triggered once every 2 seconds. So it's not too bad. It's kind of an easy way to get an extra 100 rage. The only way you can actually awaken your commander is if you have all your skills in the previous form to 5, and then you can awaken him. So overall, he is a really big damage type commander, which is to be expected. He is cavalry. You're going to want to run him that way. So we'll just kind of jump right into his talents. And so the talent tree you are going to want to use is his cavalry build. There is a mobility build for him, but for PvP purposes, which is what we will do this video on, we will talk about just kind of the cavalry build itself. So we're going to start here at the bottom, and you're going to start off with overall attack, which increases the attack of your legion units by 1.2% when that is maxed out. Then you will go into overall defense, which is going to increase your defense by 1.2%. You also can switch this out with march speed if you like, but it is cavalry. You're already moving fast, so you don't really have to. I personally like to take the defense instead. And then you're going to put your 3 points into overall health, which is going to reduce your HP by a grand total of 1.2%. Then we'll put it into balance heart, which is only 1 point. All units in your legion gain 1% attack and 5% march speed. Once you've done with that, we're going to jump over here into the cavalry. And then you're going to put your 5 points in the cavalry speed to kind of get you started down this path. Increase the march speed by your legion's cavalry units by 15%. Go straight down the middle into cavalry attack. Increase the attack by the legion's cavalry units by 2.5%. Then one more in the middle in high spirits, launching a normal attack. Has a 10% chance to grant your legion 50 rage. Of course, rage is going to be super important. Perfect ferocity. Your legion gains synergy when they enter battle, increasing their hero skill damage dealt by 15% for 10 seconds, and 15% is a huge up in damage for that 10, that 10 seconds. Once you have kind of put your points into this base tree, what I did is I went ahead and went into the PvP, which is kind of the secondary you're going to use for this. I've been kind of playing around with this, but this is not actually what I will do. But I'll put my 5 points into overall attack, which is going to increase the attack, and then we'll go over here and put 5 points into rivalry. Your legions deal 1% more damage, attack damage in the field, which of course is PvP related. So you're just going to do more damage in the field. That is going to be a higher number once you have 5 points into it. And then you're going to put 5 points into high spirits here as well, which is also going to do the same thing as what this one does. It's going to give you that 50 rage, which is going to be nice. And then once you have your 5 points into that, we're going to put 1 point into Army of Valor, increased damage dealt by your legion while in battle by 1% every 10 seconds to a maximum of 3%. And that is as far as we're going to go in the PvP tree. And then we're going to kind of jump back over here, go into marksman counter tactics, put 5 points into this, which is your Legion Cavalry units deal 5% more damage to marksman units. So you can use your, of course, your Emrys to smash about any Canard you can really think of. If you can, assuming you can actually get to her, just going to depend on how good the people are you're playing. But that's going to be huge for dealing with those really beefy marksman type units. And then once you put your 5 points into that, you're going to go up here, put 5 points into trample, which is going to gain keen after defeating enemy legions, increasing their attack by 2% for 10 seconds. This is, of course, I believe going to get up to 5% overall once you have 5 points in it. Excuse me. And then once you have your points in that, you're going to jump up here to Triumphant Return. Your Legion receives healing factor 40 after ending battle. This is going to actually be a little bit higher, of course, when you have your 5 points into it. And then last but not least, go ahead and jump over here, put your 1 point into Blood Mark. Your Legion deals additional hero skill damage, physical damage factor 150 when casting rage skills. This effect can be triggered once every 10 seconds, which is a really good way to kind of cap off his treat. For some reason, if you have some extra points, which I believe you're at least going to have 1 or 2, I would probably go down here and put your last points into Adrenaline Rush, which is just going to help you get more damage overall. But I'm pretty sure you're going to have at least a point or 2 left towards the end of it. So that's kind of where I would go with that. And that's pretty much the way you want to do his talent tree. It's, heavy cavalry build, and, I just think the cavalry build for as far as PvP goes is going to be the best option for him. Of course, you're not really going to use Emrys too much in PvE, fighting raids and whatnot. Just, melee is never good in raids for some weird reasons. It's just there's always something going on that you don't want to be inside the boss fighting. So this is just kind of a PvP build. I feel like it's going to be one of the best ones that is out there. But we'll jump into the artifacts and exactly what artifacts you should be using. So as you can see, I have Kingslayer on my Emrys, which in my opinion is probably the best overall artifact for him. It has a rage cost of 600. The cooldown is 1 minute and 30 seconds. Deals damage up to 5 enemy legions in a designated arc. Does physical damage with the damage factor of 1800. Targets take 15% less damage per additional target, which means over those 5 targets is going to take less damage. If the target is another Lord's Legion and has fewer than 10% units remaining, it is immediately defeated. So basically, if you use this on while you're PvPing on a low amount of units, if they have just very little health left and you pop this off, there's a real good chance you're just going to finish them off, which is a pretty superb type of skill. Also, other items that you could possibly use. One is going to be Seonnyn's Blade, which is really good as well. In my opinion, it's probably just as good as Kingslayer in lamest terms. Like, I mean, it's really good as well. Of course, it has the same rage cost. The only difference is it deals damage up to 2 enemy legions in a designated arc, to where Kingslayer does 5. I think that's why I would personally use Kingslayer over Seonnyn's Blade. But both of them are good. The damage factor is basically the same, and targets take 25% less damage per additional target. So, definitely Kingslayer, I would say, if you have it, is the better item, but Seonnyn's Blade is amazing all the same. I'm pretty sure. Crap, there's one more we can use. I do not have it. Let's see here. One of these items down here does. Oh, there we go. So Storm Arrows. Storm Arrows is the other one. I don't really feel like it's the item to use as far as PvP goes, but it is another one of those cavalry unit attacks and legion attack items. I would probably put it in 3, but basically it teleports your legion to a designated empty area. So it's kind of like, I don't know if people know the term of like hips, but you pretty much just push a button, boom, you're in a different area and away from a target. So I mean, I guess if you're trying to get out really quick, this would be really good. And it also has a teleport range of 15 at base. So it's not too bad. And your Legion gains Rampage, damage dealt 12% for 4 seconds. So it's kind of one of those, you hit it and then boom, hit somebody really quick. And it's going to give you that 12% more damage instantly for that 4-second period. And then you kind of get out, and it's just jump in, hit, boom, 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 back out, jump in. Like that's kind of the way you would use that, which is really good. Don't get me wrong; it can be very effective, and can have a really good use now that I think about it. But I still believe I would probably put it number 3 out of the 3. But that is kind of the 3 artifacts that I would suggest using, kind of in that order. I would do Kingslayer, then Seonnyn's Blade, and then Storm Arrows, depending on which one you have. All 3 are going to be good no matter which one it is, so it really doesn't matter too much. Then, of course, you're going to level up your cavalry attack by leveling the overall of the item, and then your legion attack will be based on your stars, and then this will actually change as you add more of these. You can put up to 5 together, and then of course, from rumors that I'm hearing, this goes up to actually 5 or 6 stars once you get into season 2, which is going to be a huge difference itself. So this number is definitely going to be higher. It's going to be interesting to see exactly what those numbers are once people actually get into season 2 and we can get some information on it. But that is the artifacts that I would use. That's the Emrys build. As far as who you can run on Emrys as your deputy, there's kind of 2 options depending on how far along you are in your season and with the lucky spin wheel and all that good stuff. But the best overall build is going to be to run Bakshi. Bakshi is absolutely an amazing pair for him. Of course, it gives you an HP bonus. He gives you a damage dealt during peacekeeping bonus if you wanted to run him in raids, or if you're just hitting Darklings. And then, of course, the bread and butter is the cavalry unit HP bonus and the cavalry unit physical attack bonus that you get from his 3rd skill. And then attack and defense, rage accumulation, and healing factor in his 4th skill. So that's definitely the one you want to use. That's going to be the mega build. And then, of course, there is the option until you get him, if you're welling out, of course, you can also run Alistar, which is going to be kind of that base build that you do. So which is going to be really good by itself, but his, of course, his skills is Alistar deals hero skill damage to the target and two nearby legions. Of course, he is only an epic, so his skill damage factors will be lower, but his is 600. But the real kind of kicker in this, of course, is the HP bonus, and then you get the physical attack bonus, and then his fourth skill, you get counterattack, which is not bad, and then the rage accumulation speed bonus, and then defense bonus with this third skill. So this is just kind of your everyday. I don't have back sheet. I'm not welling out any type of thing. This is the easy way to do it, but the ultimate build that you're going to want to do is run Emrys and backsheet together. That's going to be the best overall build for everything that you can do. But that's pretty much it. That is kind of the layout. Emrys is definitely one of those cavalry builds that I think you almost have to kind of well out to really have it effectively with the things that you need. But once you are there, he is an absolute beast. I can't wait to get his skills maxed out, but that is to come for sure. As we said in the beginning of this video, if you like this content, if you like the video, hit that subscribe button, like this video. All the information you're going to need is in the description, the Discord link, anything you want to know. Drop in, say hi. Until next time, CO out.